Civics chapter Electoral Politics.
Good morning Akshins. Welcome you all back to our social class where we are dealing about the electoral politics chapter from civics. So previous class we saw about the election, whether it is held in a democratic manner or not, and we saw in India how the election commission is functioning. So what is their role and how they are creating an impact. So we have seen all these things. So that we have saw, and in order to know whether the elections are being held really in a free and fair manner, there is another way to check how the election is being held, whether in a free and fair manner or not. So that is the thing is about the population, how much they are participating in the election. So by this we can also know that the elections are held in a fair manner or not. How? So you will be asking me a question. How, ma'am, you are saying that with participation of the people in the election, how can we say that the elections have been really held in a free and fair manner? Yes, my dear students, definitely based on the number of participants who are voting, based on the percentage of the voting, we can say that definitely the election has been held in a free and fair manner, if at all the malpractice is not done. So first thing you can see here is that I want you to take your civics book and have it with you, because we have lot of pictures in that. We are going to go through it. Okay, yes. So if you see, the people will not be continuous in participation. So they will not exercise their voting process in a continuous manner. So if you see first picture which is there, that is the voter turnout in India and then UK. So if you see the voters turnout means the number of people who have casted their vote. So casted means, as I told you in previous class itself, to go and give their voting in the polling office. So that is called as the turnout. Turnout means total number of people who have placed their vote. Okay, that is called. So you can see that in your book, and this is an old book, my dear students, in your book, new book which you will be having. So in that you can see how the range is being differing. So the people's participation in the election is usually measured with the turnout only. And this turnout means the percentage of the eligible voter who are actually casting their vote. So that is known as the turnout. And last few years you can find that the turnout in the other country like Europe, America and other places are declining. But in India you can find that it is either remains the same or it goes up. That is how it is prevailing. That is first thing you can see, the turnout. Based on the turnout, we can say that the elections are being held in a free and fair manner or not. Then you can see that the poor people, comparing to the rich and literate people, you can find that the poor people are voting. Their voting is more in number comparing to them. So that is the second point. In India, poor, illiterate and underprivileged people vote is larger in proportion comparing to the rich and the privileged section. So what happens is that this gives the real choice for the common people comparing to the other countries. If you see in the western countries, definitely USA, UK, the poor people or in people who are in Africa, America will be in the condition of deprived. They will not be voting and all. So here you can find that really the needed people are voting more in number. So the justification will be also the true. Okay, so that is. And third thing if you see is that the common people in India are being attached to a lot of important aspect towards the election. That is, they feel that the election can bring a change in their lifestyle. So the political leaders can bring a change in the society. So they are favorable towards the program of election. Okay, so that is being done. So they feel that the voting is a mandatory, is a matter through which or the way in which they can run the country in a proper manner. So those kind of mindset was also there among the common people. So this is the third thing. If you see about the fourth thing is that it is about the interest of the voters. Okay, in the election, when it is related to election activities, you can find that those days maximum of the people will say that election campaign is going on, better we'll leave and move somewhere else. It is not like that. Now what happened is that a lot of people started participating in it. They are getting into the activity and knowing what is happening in the political scenario, and they do have an friendly relation or a family relation with the political leaders, so they can really understand what is happening. So what is the propaganda of the political leaders? So what is the process of campaigning? So the involvement of the people is more in certain areas. So because of the involvement of the people in all the aspects, not only in campaigning areas, including in the voting areas, there is a lot of improvement that is being done in the democratic. So because of these reasons, we can see that the elections are being really held in a free and fair manner without any doubt. Okay, so we have lot of pictures that has been there, that is voters turnout in India, USA, all those things. So just have a look at it, and you have an activity. Ask the eligible voter in your family whether they vote is last election, whether they have voted in the last election in the Lok Sabha or in the state assembly. That is, Lok Sabha means for the MLAs and MPs. For the state assembly means here. Okay, for local election, if they have done, if they did not, ask them why they did not do, and if they have did it, ask them which party they have casted the vote and why, what is the reason, and also ask them whether they had participated in the election related activity. So ask your father or mother whether they have voted, means for what is the reason for what they have voted. So that thing. And you can ask your parents that whether they have participated in the election related activities, like going for campaigning, something like that they would have done. So if they have really done or attended the meeting or rallies, you can get their experiences and write that as a homework and send me students. So that is what is today's class. Remaining we'll see in the next class. Hope you all would have enjoyed this class. I hope you are really enjoying the social class. So meet who? So we'll continue the same in the next class. So be safe at home, students. Thank you. Have a nice day.